Before we look at the model which we are going to install today, let's try to clear this concept, instruction pre-training, and why this model released by Microsoft just few hours ago is so important. Normally, when we train a model from scratch, we just give it a raw data, as you can see in vanilla pre-training on the top in this diagram. You just provide it free flowing text upon text, and then we pre-train or train the model on this raw corpora or raw data, and then we get a language model in base format, which we also call as pre-trained model or base model. But what happens in the instruction pre-training is that we get a raw corpora or raw data, we convert that or synthesize that into instruction and response, as you can see in this diagram, and then we train or base train or pre-train the model on it. If you really look at it, what is happening here is that we are primarily combining sort of fine-tuning and training in one go. I know that fine tuning is a different concept where we take a base model and then we fine tune it on the basis of our own data. But when it comes to fine tuning, what happens is that if we doing the training like supervised fine tuning, or we are doing direct preference optimization, we provide that model question answer pair, and then a preferred answer and rejected answer, and then model learns best. So this concept is sort of similar, that instead of just feeding it raw data to the model, we provide it this synthesized input on the basis of that raw corpora. Yes, it adds one more step, but the quality of the model depends upon the data, and by synthesizing the data, we really upgrade the model a lot, so much so that you don't even need to fine tune that pre-trained model. For example, this raw corpora is all legal data, and we synthesize that into instruction and response, and then when we pre-train our language model or base model on this raw corpora from the legal domain, then in most of the cases you don't even have to fine tune that model on legal data set further. How cool is that? And that is what Microsoft has sort of done in these two models, as you can see your screen towards the bottom: Medicine Llama 38 billion and Finance Llama 38 billion. In this video, we are going to install and play around with this Finance Llama 38 billion, and in the next video, I will be showing you the Medicine Llama 38 billion. Before we look at it, let's have a quick look at massed compute. The VM and the GPU which I'm going to use for this video is sponsored by Massed Compute. If you're looking to rent a GPU on affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website and also a coupon code of 50% discount on a range of GPUs. So do check them out. Now, let's try to get this Finance Llama 3 8 billion installed on our local VM, and then we will play around with it. So this is the Ubuntu VM which I'm running, and my GPU card is this NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. Let me clear the screen, and I will be using Conda environment to get everything installed. I'm just calling it IPT instruction pre-trained, and you can call it whatever you like. Let's wait for it to create the environment and step into it. There you go. Our environment is ready. Let me again clear the screen and now install some of the prerequisites which we will be using with this model. So let me quickly install them. So we are installing our torch, sentence piece, and Gradio. So let me do it. Let's wait for it to finish installing. And everything is installed now. Let me clear the screen, and let's fire up our Python interpreter to install the model. First, let's import the torch and the transformers, and then let's grab our Finance Llama 3 8 billion, which is instruction pre-trained. And it is going to download the model. It's a big model, by the way, so hopefully it will fit on our GPU. Let's cross our fingers. I will let it download. I think it is around 30 to 35 gig of model. And the whole model is now downloaded and it is also loaded onto a GPU. Let's grab the tokenizer. That is also done. And now we don't need any prompt template. All we are going to do, we are just going to give it some finance prompt, something like this, you see. So if you look here, this is the prompt. So I'm asking it, use this fact to answer the question. Title of each class, trading symbol, name of each change on which registered, common stock and all that stuff. And then I am giving it some values. Now I am asking it which debt securities are registered to trade on a national securities exchange under 3M's name as of Q2. So it's a very specific, domain specific question. So let's send it as an input to the model. It has been converted into the tokens, and now let's generate the output from the model by calling the generate function. Let's wait for it. It shouldn't take too long because model is loaded onto our GPU. And the model has returned, and now you can get the prediction. And in order to get the prediction we already have received, let's print it out by just printing it, and there you go. So this is your answer, this one. How good is that? Amazing stuff. Extremely tailored to our domain and a specific pinpointed answer without any fine tuning the model. It is all a base and pre-trained model. Now let me clear the screen, and now let's try out one more prompt. And now if you look at this prompt, this is a similar one, but in this one I'm asking it, using the information below, which of the following 3M company common stock is also traded on a non-US exchange as of August 2020. Let's see if it is able to give me an answer, if it would be in its corpora. Let's wait for it to come back. And there you go. Look at the response of the model. Exactly pinpointed one. It has given me that stock exchanges, and then it has also given me that this answer: New York Stock Exchange, then London, Euronext Paris, Tokyo GSC, South Africa, and Swiss, and Turquoise. Amazing stuff. So all in all, you can see that when we do the instruction pre-training of the model, it really blossoms, and we don't even have to do the fine tuning on top of it. So that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, the instruction pre-training. I think this is going to be huge, and we will see more and more models coming up, domain specific, pre-trained, and you won't even have to do the fine tuning on them. How good is that? That's it. I will drop the link to this model card in video's description. Feel free to check it out, and in the next video we will be looking at medicine Llama-3 8 billion. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and share it among your network. Thank you.